The walk was long and arduous, made even more so by the pounding in my chest. At times, small talk passed between us, but the majority of the trek was made in silence. The darkness, combined with the cold, made us all shiver and draw our coats close to us. Even Varys was wearing shoes for once.
Are you okay walking in that getup? You're not really dressed for climbing mountains.
I'm just fine, thank you very much.
Why didn't you, I don't know, wear something more normal looking?
This is all I have, okay?
Aemyl shook his head in a huff, ignoring Caspian.
We aren't far now if the rumors are true, but before we go any further, there's something I want to tell you all.
Okay.
What is it?
My face clouded over with worry, but Varys smiled easily and calmly, as he usually did.
Maybe this is selfish of me to mention, but for me, this is my final trip.
No.
What?
Elrond's eyebrow twitched, his eyes cast away from us.
For hundreds of years, I was lost, until I found my purpose.
You mean the trapped Aurelian gods?
No, he means Elrond, but continue. He nodded.
I will find them, and I will free them. I'll forever be grateful to Elrond for guiding me down this path. Once they're free, I will finally be able to move on in peace.
Move on? Where are you going?
With closure, I'll be able to pass on, free of guilt.
We'll never see you again, then.
I wasn't sure that line was going to be said. His smile faltered for a moment, and a hint of sadness flashed across his face.
I'll always be thinking of you all.
Thanks, but that doesn't really mean anything when you don't exist. I don't know how it works exactly, but I guess if he were to leave his human body, he'd just fade away like the gods hundreds of years ago.
Elrond, won't you be lonely? What do you think?
It's not my decision to make.
Although I couldn't see his face, his voice was more serious than usual, more restrained.
Wait a second. Look.
Through the thick trees up ahead was some kind of light, hidden but barely. I don't think that mistake was very noticeable because B's and V's sound so similar, but I definitely said verily, and then the next one I guess would be visible.
If we're looking for a hidden village, I'd say we found it.
Let me take the lead. I don't know how they'll react to seeing humans trying to enter.
Mixed feelings. We all nodded and followed closely behind Varys, who made slow and careful steps towards the village. A vast mountain range surrounded us, and the icy tips seemed threatening. The landscape was bleak and quiet. You could even describe it as lonely. Lost in my own thoughts, I didn't even notice that another person had joined the group.
State your purpose, travelers.
You're not the one I wanted to see. Instantly, Varys raised his hands, showing that he had no weapons. The rest of us silently copied him.
We've come to petition your aid.
Then you'd best turn back while you still have the chance.
She looked between us, one at a time, before settling on me. Her eyes went wide, and she suddenly rushed back into the village.
That was a little strange.
He's very scary.
Should we follow her?
Yes.
Shouldn't we be hiding? She might be bringing back people to deal with us.
Rain!
A flash of white rushed towards me, and suddenly I was being held in a tight embrace.
Whoa!
My injury ached, but I quickly wrapped my arms around the person who just charged towards me. All I could see was white hair, Her face was buried into my shoulder, and I could feel it becoming damper by the second.
I'm sorry, but do I know you?
No.
Oh, Rain, I'm so happy that you're okay. All this time I've been watching over you, but I never thought we'd get to meet properly.
Her voice clicked in my mind, and I felt my jaw drop.
You're the one from my dreams?
Ooh, woo.
What?
I'm so happy, Rain. I'm so happy to be able to talk to you.
Her arms tightened even further around me, and mine around her.
I thought you were gone forever. How did you get here?
It's a long story, but there's plenty of time for that later. Oh, I have so much to tell you. I've wished for a chance to talk with you ever since you were a kid.
Yippee.
Since I was a kid?
Like the time you got your head stuck in that tree. Oh, or when you climbed onto that roof and...
Okay, that's enough. I get it.
The giggles faded from her voice, and it became a low whisper.
The times when you felt lost, and the times you felt there was no hope left in the world. All I could do was watch. All I wanted was to hold you like this and tell you it would be okay. I'm sorry, this must be too sudden for you. A random woman pouncing on you in the wilderness, treating you like a child. I've known you for a very long time, Rain. The least I could do is introduce myself. My name is Morwen.
Thank you.
When I flinched, she pulled her face back from my shoulder and stared at me closely.
You're injured?
Oh, yeah, it's fine.
Just a little.
You should have said something. Tell me where it hurts, and I'll make it better.
Are you gonna kiss it and make it better?
Wait. I know I said I'd bring them here, but humans aren't allowed in the village.
Hush.
I'm not human.
Maybe not, but your companions are. What do you want from us?
We need your help. We won't take no for an answer.
Okay, Elrin, calm down a little bit, maybe?
Awful pushy for a beggar.
We've come to request the help of the village gods. Sid Caeham, no. All of Vidus is in grave danger, and we can't face it alone.
It's Lucius, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
How did you know?
We've crossed paths more than once. I sensed it as soon as he entered Sid Caeham. We don't interfere with human problems. You'll have to go elsewhere.
Is it really a human problem when it's one of your kind causing it?
Ooh, good line.
There's someone you can speak to, but his answer will be no different. No matter what he says, I'll support you. Sylvia, can you take Rain in and look at his injuries? No problem.
Sylvia turned and walked into the village silently. We all followed along, but Morwen caught hold of Caspian and Aemyl's sleeves.
Will be just a moment.
Okay. Now, what to do about these two? Truly, my children are far too troublesome.
Do you, need something?
Morwen stared into both their faces, and they looked back with confused expressions.
You two... You've been very naughty boys. Don't think that the two of you went below my radar. Rain wasn't the first kid I've watched over. You two have been fighting for far, far too long. It's about time you stopped.
Yes, moms.
When you two were children, you got along so well.
That's
If it
saying
hurts
something.
me this much to see you like this, then how do you two feel? To see you side by side again, it's enough to make me cry. I know it won't be instant. Wounds don't heal so easily. But all I ask is that you try. Even if it takes years, I believe in both of you.
Thank you, miss. But
Miss, I'm a lot older than both of you, you know. Older than every single person in this village put together. You might think I'm meddling, but
Morwen squeezed the two of them tighter.
I can see it. A long string, twisted and filled with knots as it is, that connects the two of you. Even after all of these years, I still see it.
Yippee! God, I have so many emotions. That's such a good line. Chef's kiss. Thank you.
It's not possible. Not anymore.
Why do you sound like such a child?
I hope you'll change your mind, my little speaker. You've been through a lot. Don't blame yourself so much, okay? Well, we shouldn't keep the others waiting, should we?
Morwen finally withdrew from the hug, but the other two lingered awkwardly.
What are you standing around for? Decided to hug and make up?
You could do more. They both looked off to the side awkwardly, eyes darting around as if in search for a place to escape to. In response, Morwen reached up and pinched their cheeks, smiling all the while.
Follow me then. There's plenty of time for making up later.
Ooh.
Ah!
Anyway,
Ugh, don't be a baby. It'll feel better in no time.
Right now it hurts.
Sylvia poured a tonic onto my wounds before rewrapping them. The two of us were alone. Sign was waiting outside the room, still avoiding me. Varys and Ilrin stood with him, okay? I thought they would also be inside, but that's okay. That can be later, I guess. Caspian and Aemyl were still nowhere in sight since Morwen pulled them to the side. Finally, I put my shirt back on over the gauze while Sylvia busied herself returning the medical supplies to their respective cupboards and boxes.
What are you staring at?
Well, you?
She does have a really good design, but also simultaneously, it's hard to tell certain aspects of her.
Mind your tongue before you lose it.
Damn, okay. She's a little harsh.
Why are you helping me?
Morwen asked me to. Don't read into it so much.
They're lesbians, Rain.
You still could have said no.
They're in lesbians with each other.
I'm sorry. Would you prefer I undress your wound?
Ooh.
No. I'm sorry, okay? I'm just curious about you.
Ugh, if you have questions, then out with them already. There's nothing I can stand less than people playing coy.
You're Sylvia, the famous cartographer?
Her eyes went wide, and her mouth almost formed a full O before she composed herself.
How did you know that?
I'm a big fan of your work.
So it's true.
Anyone that remembers me is long dead or lost at the bottom of the ocean. I asked you a question. How did you know that?
I came across your journal. It was pure luck, I promise. I didn't realize you'd be here.
You can read Toggin.
Oh, have you not heard the story of me and my fiance? So we were looking for a table and chairs for our dining room set for the new house that we're going to live in once we get married.
Well, no. But I had someone with me that could. How did you end up here again? Last I read, you were guided out.
A curious one, aren't you?
Yeah.
Please?
What else did you expect to happen? I died. I thought that was it for me, but apparently, enough assholes thought good of me and I ascended as a god. Original, right?
All the gods I met ascended before the Aurelian War. What was it like exactly?
Cold.
Cold?
At first, it's like being held underwater. Desperate to breathe, but every breath you take fills your lungs with water. But you keep trying anyway. Then it's as if you're being pulled in all directions at once, in an endless abyss of darkness.
And then what?
I don't know what comes next. Then I fell down to the earth. Maybe that's the point where gods used to ascend to the heavens to watch over humans. But life isn't like that for us anymore. I just fell. I would have died for real then if I didn't find this body. I guess it was fate that I happened to fall as this body was dying.
Rain, here you are.
Morwen.
Aemyl and Caspian are with your companions. Sylvia?
I patched him up. I'll give you a moment.
Before I could open my mouth to reply, Sylvia fled the room, leaving me alone with Morwen.
How are you feeling?
Honestly, it's still painful. I can deal with it. Will you tell me how you got here?
Well, she died. She walked forward a few steps before sitting down on the bed that sat in the corner of the room. She motioned for me to join her.
I stayed with you until we reached Sid Caeham. I was trying to warn you before then, but I still couldn't speak to you properly. It's probably because you have no training as a speaker. It's a wonder I could reach you at all.
Yeah, well, considering who his dads are, it's kind of in his blood.
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault.
She reached out and cupped my cheek, a smile playing across her lips.
Once Lucius reached Sid Caeham, I knew he'd find you instantly if I stayed connected to you. It might have only bought you a little bit of time, but if that means the difference between your life or death, well, the choice was obvious to me.
Even though you could have died?
Her hand fell from my cheek to my hand, clasping it softly with her gloved fingers.
When you've lived as long as I have, sometimes that doesn't seem like such a bad thing. Well, you can obviously tell I didn't die. Sylvia found me and guided me towards a body. I was weak, unused to the weight of flesh. She brought me back here to heal. I wanted to run away, to come find you, but my legs wouldn't listen.
Thank you for everything.
There's nothing to thank me for, my child. I barely did anything.
I shook my head and smiled. She'd done more for me than she realized. The door suddenly opened, and in stepped Varys.
Varys?
Varys smiled as he approached, unsurprised. He looks like he does not have a single thought in his head.
You recognize me after all.
It's been a long time, God of the Harvest.
And you, Goddess of Water.
You two know each other?
We've never met in our human forms since I was locked away in Aurelia Cavella. But we knew of each other before then.
How is it in there?
Dire. They're all going insane. We're only a handful of what we used to be, too. Lucius has consumed many of the old gods.
No wonder he's so powerful. A mix of humans and gods to feast onto his heart's desire.
If you intend to fight him, then I'll be there too.
I fear that even with the two of us, it won't be enough.
Then we need the help of the villagers.
Varys nodded solemnly, thinking.
Sylvia says that it won't happen.
It will be difficult. Their leader has no interest in humans. I don't trust him.
Damn.
As I've heard.
Before long, the door opened once again, and the rest of the group rejoined us. Sylvia already looked as if she was ready to punch Ilrin in the face. It's a gift, really, how he can get under someone's skin that quickly.
How are you doing?
Sign lingered behind the others, but called out towards me.
I'm okay. It still hurts, but I'm sure it'll heal up in no time.
I see.
A frown crossed Morwen's face as she looked between Sign and I.
Let's go speak to our leader. Rain, Sign, can you wait here for a moment?
Is there something you need?
Oh, no, I'm not staying. Just the two of you.
Hey, I think it'd be really fun if the three of us went out to the movies. Oh, but like, darn, I forgot that I have plans. So maybe two can just go without me.
I mean, I like a quickie as much as the next guy, but maybe when a lunatic god is trying to destroy the world isn't the best time.
Hey, listen, she's the one who says we gotta do it.
He should be waking up any moment now. Quickly.
Sylvia whacked him in the back of the head before leaving out the front door. Varys, with a smile, followed behind her.
Jeez, that was unnecessary.
The others quickly left, leaving me alone with Sign. The silence stretched onwards, neither of us having anything to say. No, that's not right. I have plenty to say, I'm just too scared to say them.
I'm sorry about not telling you the truth. It's not because I didn't trust you.
No, you did the right thing. You shouldn't have trusted me. Maybe you still shouldn't either.
Why do you keep saying things like that?
Rain, I don't even know where to start.
The beginning is usually a pretty good place.
From the beginning?
No, I'm interested, actually. Hold on, let's be serious here. What are you gonna say?
My mother ordered me to get close to you so that she could use you. And that's what I did.
What?
All I've ever done is use you.
No, that can't be true. All that time we spent together. It can't be a lie.
I don't believe you.
Don't believe me all you want. It's the truth. She'll take anyone she thinks can push her further to her goal and use them until they're nothing but a husk. You were no different. It was all a lie from the start.
Helping me in Uxabor? Buying me these clothes? Sleeping with me? You're telling me that you did all that to trick me?
All according to her plan. She did all these little details and the Sign just checked off the boxes.
Yes, just as I did to all the people before you.
Damn.
Then why are you here with me now, where she can't reach either of us?
It's all according to plan. He's just crossing off the boxes.
Because I'm a coward.
You said she disowned you.
I refused to hand you over, but that doesn't change anything else that I did to you.
If it was all a lie, why not just hand me over to her? You could have done it easily. I would have followed you anywhere.
I don't know.
Sign.
Come on, let's go.
Damn.
The others are waiting.
We were really getting somewhere with that scene. Come on.
Please, don't run away from me anymore. Let's talk.
I don't have anything else to talk to you about. You know the truth now.
But...
He placed his hand against the door and looked over his shoulder, back at me. On his face was the saddest, most lonely smile I had ever seen.
Everything I touch is destroyed, Rain. I don't want that to happen to you as well.
And then I was left alone. I stared down at the palms of my hands, resting in my lap. The hands that had ran over another's body. Someone that meant the world to me. Someone that had lied to get close to me. Someone that had sacrificed everything to keep me safe. I stood from my place on the edge of the bed, groaning a little because I'm old and decrepit, and also there's a lot of pain that ached through my body. Standing in front of the door, I rested my hand against the spot that Sign had touched just a moment ago, before clearing my mind and leaving to rejoin the others. That was an interesting scene. I still don't fully really understand why his mother wanted Rain. I feel like we gotta dive a little bit deeper into that. But just Sign's character in general, I think. Very interesting, very intriguing, because I did truly think that he was just a guy. He's just on the mission with everybody else, and he's just here to have fun. And the just in general thought that like he was purposefully trying to get close. Also the idea that he's done this before. An interesting aspect of his character that I really was not expecting. Anyway, Sylvia guided us through the quiet, sleep-filled village. No one stirred behind those closed doors. No one peeked out between their shutters. By now, everyone must have been sound asleep. Sign wouldn't look at me, no matter how much I tried to get his attention.
What did you do this time?
What?
Mind your own business.
Why do you have it out for me? Come on, people usually think I'm charming.
I can tell exactly what kind of person you are.
Damn.
Oh? Please, go on. This I'm interested in.
A rat.
Rat?
Yes. A rat.
Care to explain?
The kind of person that likes to cause trouble and inconvenience others. A rat.
You can put a B in front of it. It will mean the same thing.
Don't worry, Ilron. You would make a very cute rat.
Let's go, let's go.
Huh? Well, maybe I would.
So it's okay if he's the one to say it?
Yeah.
Hey, Sign.
So, what's this leader of yours like? Tall? Buff? Hot?
Yes, depends. I don't think so, but also, I'm not really into tall and buff, so.
Well, you're actually not too far off.
Damn, Morwen, did you and them, like...
Do we even stand a chance of convincing him?
He's kind-hearted, but don't think that makes him soft. He's tough, both mentally and physically. His answer will be no different than mine.
I'm sure between them, they'll be able to convince him.
You shouldn't give him false hope like that.
No, I believe.
I believe in them. Is that so bad?
Sylvia offered no argument in return, but she suddenly stopped in her tracks.
Stay here. I'll let him know we have visitors.
She disappeared into a small house. A murmuring of voices could be heard inside, but I couldn't tell what they were saying. When she reappeared, she took Morwen's arm.
What are you doing?
They complete their case by themselves. I need to talk to you.
Fine. Rain, good luck.
A few moments after they disappeared around a corner, the door to the small house opened once again. I could feel my heart beating in my throat. It all rides on convincing this guy. We can do it, right? One step, then two, and finally, he came into view. A tall man with wide shoulders and a serious expression on his face. He shut the door behind him and looked down at me with a frown. Oh my God, is that Gideon the Ninth? I can't remember if I made that joke before, but every single time. He was surrounded by an air of strength, of fierceness and authority. His spiky, flame-colored hair stood out even in the darkness. His eyes passed over all of us before going wide. Instantly, the fierceness left his features, and in its place was a warmth that was previously missing.
Varys?
Elliot?
I thought you were dead.
I thought the same of you. Dear friend, it's been far too long.
Varys stepped forward, a rare look of complete happiness on his face. He was usually so calm, so composed.
If I'd known it was you, I would have hurried to greet you. What are you doing here?
I'm afraid this isn't a social visit. We need your help, and the situation is looking dire. Firstly, let me introduce you to everyone. Meet Elliot the Brave, the god of war, and a dear friend of mine. We've known each other for as long as I can remember, but we lost track of one another around 100 years ago.
Elliot? As in the Godslayer, Elliot?
You're familiar with my legend, then?
I am, but weren't you on Sid Caeham's side, fighting against the gods?
Funny how life works out, isn't it? You've got an interesting party, Varys. Unless I'm seeing things. Hey.
There's no hiding anything from you. This is Ilron, my lifelong companion. And this is Sign, a young master from Sid Caeham. And then we have Caspian, Crown Prince of Aurelia Cavella.
No, go ahead. Do you want to talk a little bit more about Elrin? He's what?
Hello there.
Lastly, this is Rain and Aemyl. They're, well...
They're just some guys.
Divine speakers.
Varys nodded in response, and his eyes narrowed.
I know that at this point you must find it hard to trust them, but I wouldn't bring humans here if I didn't have faith in them.
He sighed, and the conversation grinded to a halt. His eyes finally left Varys, and then he looked into my face.
If you understand that, then you shouldn't have brought them here in the first place. Seeing as you went against your better judgment, though, I assume you're in some kind of trouble?
I wish I could say we weren't. Rain?
Oh. I'm sure you already know about the gods trapped in Aurelia Cavella.
It's ever present in my mind.
I came from Aurelia Cavella. It was my home for 18 years. I had to leave, and a lot has happened since then. But none of that is important right now. A god has broken free from Aurelia Cavella, and his power threatens all of Vitus. He's taken a body in Sid Caeham, and he intends to make everyone bow to his will. He calls himself the god of all gods.
He's too powerful to be called a mere god or demon anymore. I've never met anyone with so much raw energy surrounding them.
We couldn't possibly defeat him alone, you see.
Varys, tell me you didn't come all this way to waste my time.
He speaks the truth. He's a danger to not only humans, but all of us as well.
It's not our battle to fight. We've long since given up on protecting humans.
It is your battle to fight! He's a god, a former speaker, and someone who will not only eliminate any that stand in his way, but he'll keep the rest of the Yo-Gods trapped inside of Aurelia Cavella where they can't go against him! Do you think you'll fall under his radar? When he learns you're out here, he won't let you go on like this.
Listen, Rain has balls.
If we can get rid of him, then the Aurelian gods will finally be let free. Isn't that what you want?
Yeah. He sighed, as we all heard, and his crossed arms tightened over his chest. Visibly, you could tell that he was thinking, and thinking hard at that.
Please, Elliot. We're begging for your support. Without it, we have no chance at winning.
I want to help you. I do. But it's not so easy. The others won't be convinced with mere words. They've cut all ties to humanity, and a threat to a human city means nothing to them. We look out for ourselves, first and foremost. How many would die in battle against someone with so much power? Most of the gods here are not so different to humans. They're peaceful, simple. They aren't made for war.
Huh. The god of war turning down an opportunity like this?
I'm not the god of war by choice.
But you could make the choice to use it for the greater good.
I don't believe in the greater good. Who's to say your good is greater than those in the village?
There's really nothing we can say to convince you?
You can stay here the night. That's the most I can offer.
Elliot.
Morwen, show them to where they can sleep. I'll be back tomorrow.
Morwen nodded to Elliot, who turned and skulked off, into the night.
By the looks on your faces, I assume it didn't go well.
No, he said he was going to get like 5 million people and we were going to march on Sid Caeham. Like right this second. Pack your bags, girly.
I don't understand. Why wouldn't he help? He was a hero in Sid Caeham.
Don't think too badly of him. He's a good person, but the weight of everyone's lives is heavy on his mind. He's always been stubborn. Stubborn, but not unfair.
Perhaps a good night's sleep will help to clear your mind.
You're probably right.
Come, follow me. Rain, wait there for a moment.
There's a lot of like secret conversations going on. And suddenly I was alone. Morwen guided the rest to various rooms to rest for the night, while I stood in the street. High up in the mountains, the breeze was colder than ever. Once again, I thanked Ash in my mind for the warmth my clothes brought to me. Leos, Fawn, stay safe, please. I'll do whatever I can to save you. Sign.
Hello, Rain.
Hello.
You surprised me.
You were completely zoned out. A lot on your mind?
It's Fawn and Leos. I'm worried about them.
And sighed.
As am I.
I can't say I'm exactly full of confidence if even the goddess of water is worried.
It's a fancy title for a not-so-important person, I promise. I was little more than a laundry girl in my lifetime. It was different then. The towns and villages I knew have long since been forgotten.
How long ago did you become a god?
I don't know anymore, Rain.
It sounds hard. I don't think I'd be able to do it.
What part?
Struggling in a world that's forgotten you. Watching people around you die while you live forever.
It's harder now than ever. When we were a part of the heavens, it wasn't so much of a big deal.
Because you were surrounded by your own kind, right?
Exactly. Many have had no choice but to blend in with human society. We've become so tightly interwoven that the pain of living forever is much more apparent than before.
Like Ilron and Varys.
Morwen smiled at me sadly.
It's been a long time since I've seen a case like that. They both mean the world to each other. In fact, I'd say they mean even more than that. It just makes it all the more painful in the long run.
No. Say it isn't so.
Varys has seen people die around him for hundreds of years.
Varys plans to pass on after the Aurelian gods are freed.
It's tough.
May I ask you some questions?
No.
Of course you can.
Oh boy, here we go. We'll just go down the list. I'm pretty sure I can ask all of these. Tell me about Lucius.
Is there anything else you can tell me about Lucius?
I'd like to think I know him well enough. When he was speaker and Aemyl was just a babe, we talked on many occasions. He's the type of person that lives in the shadows and only acts once he's sure he can win. It was the same when he killed the royal family. He plotted it for years. His only regret was that Caspian got away.
Damn, the one that got away.
Why would Aemyl trust him so much if he was evil from the start? He drove the wedge between my father and him, right?
Saying my father still sounded weird and unnatural.
Lucius was his mentor and father figure. It was hard for Aemyl to imagine him doing wrong. When you're brought up like a speaker, it must be awfully lonely.
How so?
You don't know?
No. I shook my head in response to her surprised tone. You have to remember he grew up in the orphanage.
They're taken from their parents at birth, forbidden to know so much as their names.
Why?
It's tradition. The way it's always been. Speakers also have a habit of being born around the same time as princes, so it's always made sense that they should be raised together.
I've been yawning so much in the background and I've been doing really good at hiding it, but that one escaped without me thinking that it was going to.
If they're to rule together, they must know each other better than they know themselves. Lucius, he used their relationship to his advantage. He's a snake of a man.
Will we be able to beat him?
Can you imagine if she's like, no, everybody's going to die, and honestly, that's okay.
I don't know.
Ooh, tell me about Aemyl and Caspian. I'm trying to get them together again.
Were Aemyl and Caspian much different when they were younger?
Yeah, I'm not going to say that actually.
Aemyl and Caspian? Oh, completely different.
Will you tell me about them?
Well, Aemyl was much more reserved and quiet, but he also had quite a fiery temper.
That hasn't changed.
Most people would have called him shy, except for Caspian, who knew him well.
Mm-hmm.
He was a good kid, hardworking and kind. It was too much for him, though. I could tell he wanted to grow up as a normal child with a normal family.
What about Caspian?
He was like the sun, warm and bright, full of energy. He was confident beyond measure, and he had a strong sense of adventure. A natural-born leader. When he spoke, people listened. Aemyl admired that greatly.
They're my favorite old men.
They're both so different.
That's what time does to you. They had time to be bitter, so their emotions boiled inside of them, with nowhere to go.
You think they'll be able to make up?
Oh, 1000%, and I will force them to do it.
I hope so. Both of them deserve it.
I'm gonna lock them into a room together.
But who knows? It's not an easy thing to forgive someone. What about you? Do you forgive Aemyl or Caspian?
I think so. Caspian... No, my father. Had he known I was alive, I'm sure he would have come back for me, right?
Morwen nodded in response, listening closely.
And Aemyl... He's a victim of circumstance himself.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, he could have ignored the voice that was screaming at him to have me killed, but...
Why?
After so many years full of anger, am I even sure I'd do any different?
I like that about you, Rain. You're so positive, so forgiving. It's a great strength as long as you make sure not to let anyone walk over you.
Tell me about Elrond.
Do you know anything about Elrond?
I feel like I should be asking you that. I can't say I know anything, but I'm deeply curious.
So he grew up, well, not really grew up, I guess. For half of his childhood, maybe, grew up in Aurelia Capella. There are other things that haven't been revealed, and I don't know if they're ever going to be.
Apparently, he came from Aurelia Cavella as a kid. He works as a bounty hunter now, as far as I'm aware. I guess somewhere along the way he met Varys, and they've been traveling together ever since.
They have a strange relationship.
Okay.
It's nice. They're both so different from each other. Differing personalities, differing backgrounds, differing lifespans. Yet,
I'm also going to lock them into a room with each other.
they're as close as can be. I envy that.
Varys seems good for Elrond.
Ilran for Varys, too, by the looks of it. They give each other something that they've never had before.
Tell me about yourself.
Will you tell me more about when you were human?
Tell me, wax poetic about laundry for a second.
You want to know more about me?
Please?
What's your favorite detergent?
Well, I came from a small village on the coast to the south of Vidus. It was called Mirefall. It's long since been wiped from both memory and map. I grew up as the daughter of farmers, and I mostly did odd jobs around the village. You're probably wondering how a simple person like me ascended, right?
I was wondering about that, but I thought it might be rude to ask.
Nonsense. I said I'd share anything with you. A great illness passed through my village, and many people died. Our elders told us that the gods had forsaken us, that this was a curse sent from the heavens for our sins.
She twirled some of her hair between her fingers, looking up into the star-filled sky.
I was in no position to argue with them. I was just the laundry girl. But one day, as I went to the river to wash the clothes, I noticed that something about the water seemed wrong. It sounds silly, doesn't it? It should be common knowledge that bad water can make you sick, but it wasn't known back then.
Mm-hmm. This really must have been a long time ago.
The elders wouldn't listen to my findings, so I took it into my own hands. I came back with the knowledge of how to purify water, and lo and behold, the sickness stopped.
You must have been thought of as a hero.
From most of the village, yes.
Most of it?
The elders shunned me at first, embarrassed that a simple girl like me could solve the issue, while they sat around twiddling their thumbs. The shunning became outright anger, though.
I'm so sorry.
We didn't even get fully through the story yet.
A few months later, I was washing the village's clothes down by the river, as I always do. It was running wildly, angrily. Someone pushed me, and I drowned. That was the end of my story, yet here I am today. Don't worry, it was a long time ago now. I'm not upset about it.
I'm so angry.
Thank you, Rain. That's enough from me, isn't it? There's something I'd ask of you instead.
Go for it.
What is it?
It's about Sign.
Okay. Tell me about it. Just kidding, don't. Bye. A young man laid on his back on a bed that wasn't his, in a place he didn't belong. Just like every other place he'd been in his life. He sighed, arms behind his head, as he closed his eyes gently. What am I doing here? I can't do anything to help Rain. I'll just hold him back. He probably won't even want to see me anymore. I lied to him. I used him. I got close to him just to betray him. I don't deserve to feel this way. I can't be upset, not when I'm the one at fault. With yet another sigh, Sign sat up, stood up, and paced around the room. It was simple, much simpler than any other place he'd spent the night, and he'd spent the night in more places than most could count. Anything to be away from that house, from those people. But now he'd found himself in a situation beyond anything he thought possible. Gods, demons, speakers, mythical figures. Where does it end? And compared to them, what am I? A normal person. No less than a normal person. Elrond can fight. He's crafty, smart, charismatic, hot as hell. Caspian's royalty. I'm the odd one out. I'm no one. I'm not good at anything. I've never been good enough. Okay, hold on. And then he whips out a piano and gets slightly younger. People came and people went. Wow, okay. What a, just whiplash. There was a constant stream. One person this day, two people the day before. Tomorrow, who would be able to guess? A young boy sat in a large manor, his finger poised over the piano keys. He played a song. One he'd learnt by himself, for himself. The first, by all means. The The first time he'd chosen something for himself. The first time he tried to take back a small part of his own life. A woman draped in green leant over the handrail of a large staircase, watching on from behind him. Someone that didn't know her may have thought that she was listening intently, interested. The boy sat on the edge of his bench, back straight, arms relaxed. His fingers danced over the keys, playing a sad tune. It echoed through the empty, darkened room. He had no audience, but he played as if the world's eyes were upon him. It was a song that hung in the air and weighed on the heart, a song that filled you with a sense of sorrow, one that wouldn't leave you for a lifetime. His fingers suddenly stopped. The song had come to an end.
Bravo! What a beautiful song.
Thank you, thank you. If the boy hadn't already been sitting upright, the sound of that voice would have made him change that in a moment.
However, I don't believe that's what your tutor asked you to practice, was it?
No, Mother.
Don't let it happen again.
The woman turned, walking back towards her room, where yet another unknown person awaited her. The boy watched her back, a back he'd seen many times before. A person that was always facing away.
Mother, where's Father?
Out. Don't ask about him again.
He's definitely trapped in the basement.
Yes, Mother.
The door slammed behind her, and he was alone. Just as he always had been. If it wasn't piano, then it was violin. If it wasn't violin, then perhaps it would be cello? Cello? But no matter what he did, no matter how much he would achieve, it would never be good enough. He was nothing more than a means to an end, an unwanted leftover, a child that existed just for her own gain from a marriage orchestrated for money and power. Nothing more than a stepping stone. As the young boy sat in front of a piano, moonlight drifting in from outside, he had a thought. He thought that, perhaps, this was the extent of a person's love. That anyone that said otherwise was lying. If this was all it meant, then why bother? And so, his fingers poised once again over the keys, he played a song. Nothing much changed at first. The boy did what he was told, all that was required of him, but not a single thing more. When others weren't looking, he did as he wished. When he tired of that, he stopped caring that people saw. When he wanted to cause trouble, he caused trouble. When he wished to run away, he ran away. When he wanted to indulge, he indulged. He scraped by. He survived. But he didn't go unnoticed. There was an unspoken etiquette that was expected from someone of his stature. An etiquette he laughed at. Its existence was hilarious to him. Behind closed doors, every single person acted the same. They cheated, they lied, they backstabbed. They spoke in hushed whispers about the young lord who went from person to person, as if they didn't all do the same. As long as you did it in secret, then it was fine, right? As long as it got you ahead, you could do anything, right? That's how it goes. Marry upwards, keep your toys on the side. Do as mother tells you, all right? Marry a nice girl. You don't have to like her, you can have whoever else you want in secret. Troublemaker. Dirty. Nuisance. Vulgar. Tasteless. Indecent. Damn, we got a list going on here. Unrefined.
No, shut up! Shut up! Please just shut up!
Zion cupped his face with his hands, desperate to forget. He could never fit in, so why try? He could never fit their mold, so why force himself? But if he didn't try, and he didn't force himself, what would be left? A knock sounded at the door, and Sign's eyes shot towards the sudden, jarring sound, ripping him out of his own head.
Come in.
Oh, sorry to barge in, but I heard yelling. Is everything okay?
What a wild conversation to be having with a person. Hey, what's up? Sign looked up at the man, taking in every inch of his face. Sure, he was older and a little more rugged, but he had the same look in his eye, the same feel.
You feel just like Rain.
Okay, don't make it weird now.
Pardon?
Forget it. I'm fine. I just recalled a bad memory.
Well, maybe we could lend each other an ear for a little while.
Are you also having problems? Caspian pulled up a chair, sat down, and faced Sign.
Go on, tell me what's wrong. I might just be able to lend a word of advice.
I don't know about that.
I don't know where to start.
At the beginning.
He even says the same things as Rain.
I'll give it to you in short and not waste your time then. I'm just a tool for my family. A bargaining chip. Nothing I've ever done has been good enough. All around me, I've seen backstabbing, lying, cheating, and it's all expected. But you're not meant to talk about it. Oh no. And I think that if loving someone means you have to sit around waiting to be betrayed, why bother?
Can I hear that again? Hold on. I sounded so overwhelmed, like, what the fuck did I just get myself into?
Well, I'm not sure what I was expecting you to say, but that wasn't it. You remind me of Aemyl, you know?
Oh, okay. No, don't make it weird now.
What? How?
I don't know how much you know about him, but he was taken from his family at birth and brought up beside me.
Mm-hmm.
He hated it. He was forced into a role he despised with no way out. I never noticed, you know. I was too caught up inside my own head, filled with a desire for adventure. Mm-hmm. Everything was always me. Mm-hmm. I messed it up. But that's a whole other problem.
So, how is that supposed to help me?
Me.
He had no outlet. He bottled everything up until it exploded, and by then, the damage was already done. The difference is that you have a chance to speak up, to change things, to fix everything before it's broken.
You're still young and beautiful and not old and decrepit like us old-timers.
Part of love is putting yourself out there to be hurt. It might be painful, and it might lead to heartbreak. But you know what?
I need to get a clapping toggle.
It's worth the risk. Don't let yourself regret not taking the leap when it's too late. Anyway, I have said my piece. Think about it. Oh,
boy.
And if you see Rain, can you, point him in my direction?
Caspian stood and made for the door. Before he could leave, Sign called out to him.
It's not too late for you.
Hell yeah, Sign, let's go!
What?
He still has a thing for you.
Oh my god, Sign, you're beautiful. Wait.
You think so?
Yes.
I know so.
With a smile that reminded him so much of Rain, Caspian left the room. Wow,